We all crave the perfect study session, the one where motivation is high, distractions vanish, and understanding flows effortlessly. But here's the truth. Waiting for that magical alignment is a recipe for procrastination. It's a myth that keeps us stuck. The problem is, the right time rarely arrives on its own. Life is messy, filled with unexpected interruptions and competing demands. There will always be something else to do, something seemingly more important or enjoyable than studying. But here's the good news. You don't need the perfect time to make progress. In fact, waiting for it often leads to missed opportunities and increased stress as deadlines loom. The key is to embrace the power of now. Instead of waiting for motivation to strike, choose action. Start small, even if it's just for a few minutes. You'll be surprised how quickly momentum builds once you begin. The pursuit of perfection is another trap that hinders progress. It's tempting to believe that everything needs to be perfect before we can begin. The ideal study space, the perfect study plan, the complete absence of distractions. But striving for perfection often leads to paralysis. We become so consumed by the fear of making mistakes or not measuring up that we fail to even start. Remember, learning is an iterative process. It's about making mistakes, adjusting, and trying again. Instead of aiming for flawless execution, focus on consistent effort. Embrace the fact that there will be challenges and setbacks along the way. It's through these experiences that we learn and grow. The key is to shift your mindset from outcome-oriented to process-oriented. Focus on showing up consistently and putting in the work, even when it's hard or you don't feel like it. The present moment is all we truly have. Yet we often spend our time dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, missing out on the opportunities available to us right now. When it comes to studying, the present moment is where real learning takes place. It's in those focused bursts of attention, where we're fully engaged with the material, that knowledge is absorbed and retained. But our minds are easily distracted, pulled in countless directions by notifications, to-do lists, and our own wandering thoughts. To harness the power of now, we need to cultivate the ability to be present and focus our attention where it matters most. Mindfulness practices can help train our attention and awareness, making it easier to resist distractions and stay focused on the task at hand. Even a few minutes of mindful breathing can make a difference. You don't need fancy tools or the perfect study plan to begin. Start with what you have and where you are. Have 15 minutes before class? Review your notes. Feeling overwhelmed by a dense chapter? Break it down into smaller, more manageable chunks. The most important step is to simply start. Don't get bogged down in planning or overthinking. Choose one small action you can take right now and do it. Remember, action creates momentum. As you make progress, celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Each step forward, no matter how tiny, is a victory worth acknowledging. These small wins fuel our motivation and keep us moving forward. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that first step today, and keep moving forward, one study session at a time.